Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the virtual awards celebration for the 23rd ASABE International Quarter Scale Tractor Student Design Competition. This is the first, and hopefully the last, virtual ceremony in the competition's history. It's really been a heck of a year, hasn't it? We've had to accept new ways to learn, communicate, do business, and tonight, a new way to celebrate. I'm Ashley Johnson, co-chair of the 2021 International Quarter Scale Committee. I have had the privilege of being involved with this event for 10 years, 4 of them as a student and 6 of them with the committee. Each year I'm reminded of the value of this competition as I see the similarities to actual product development in industry. Product development is so much more than designing and testing a product. It's adapting to changing requirements, dealing with adversity, and working in teams, both virtually and in person. The competition is valuable to everyone involved, including the committee, sponsors, advisors, and most importantly, the students. So if any of you graduating seniors are interested in joining the committee and giving back to the competition, please get in touch with anyone on the committee. I can remember after every competition having a ton of ideas of things to improve. I encourage you to use the feedback from the judges and the momentum you've built to work with your teams to develop better tractors for next year when we can see all of you in person again. For those of you graduating, I wish you the best of luck in whatever lies ahead. Now, let me be the first to congratulate all of you for your accomplishments this year. You have spent countless nights on virtual chats, in computer labs, and, when universities allowed it, in the shop. The successes you've had will be the most rewarding today, but handling issues like designing a tractor in the pandemic, or fixing broken issues like broken sprockets, broken shafts, broken steering cylinder mounts, and bent frames will prove the most valuable for you in the future. Those modular subassemblies sure came in handy for some of you, didn't it? So are you ready to celebrate COVID style and recognize the effort and commitment of you and your fellow competitors? It's been a long, grueling competition week, and you have earned the right to be self-congratulatory this evening. Everyone who participates in this competition is worthy of respect and admiration for the dedication required. That is especially true this year. We are here tonight to reward that dedication to your teammates, this competition, and your profession. Let's take a couple of minutes to watch a short video that highlights the happenings of the past couple days.
30 feet. Still flexing, getting a little bit off the ground there, front end. That front left tire just doesn't want to touch the ground. Out through 110. Really clawing down into 130. 139.49, 139.49. Past 75 feet and really climbing. Out through 125, still pulling 6 miles an hour or better. And pulling that front end as they go through 185. Running that high side, the upper on sideline now. Out through 120, out through 125. Came to a stop at 125.8, over 7 miles an hour. Climbing to that high side. Out through 95. Really getting out to the 40 feet. Now out to 75 feet, pulling about 4 miles an hour. Leaning back, looking for those front wheels to come off the ground. Missouri coming out of the hole past 25 feet and building some speed. Back up to 7.3 miles an hour. Following that mid-track line. Front end's a little light. Looking to get out of that hole. Shooting towards the low side. Wave to a stop at 107. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We're out past 40 feet. Here we go. Spooling it up. Out through 60 feet. We're out through 30 feet, 6 miles an hour. 75 feet, 5.5 miles an hour. Starting to lose a little bit of momentum. We're still going though. Out through 125. Off we go. Out to about 5 miles an hour. Out to 6.5 miles, almost 7. 50 feet at 3.6 miles an hour through 75 feet. Leaning back, trying to pull that front end off the ground through 109. Out to 175. Moving along through 200. Out through 215. Still going into the sunlight. Clawed to a stop at 226.87. 226.87. Little bumping through 175. Clawing, clawing, clawing. Wave to a stop at 178.97, 178.97. Top speed, 6.4 miles per hour. All right, that's going to wrap up the 2021 ASABE quarter scale tractor pull competition.
For those of you that couldn't make it to Peoria this year, I hope that pumped you up just a little bit more to come back next year. At this time, I'd like to take a few moments to recognize the individuals who have worked so hard throughout the year to make this competition a success. The competition organizing committee stays active throughout the entire year. As you can imagine, the committee members contribute an extraordinary amount of personal time to the planning and preparation of this event. Their goal is always to build upon the past successes and eliminate obstacles that prevent the competition from being the most rewarding event possible for the students, their schools, and our sponsors. The chair for the 2021 organizing committee is Peter Horn. Peter has done an exceptional job of coordinating this year's competition. Thank you for your leadership. This year's organizing committee is a group of extraordinary individuals whose commitment and dedication to this competition and our profession is beyond measure. The active members of the 2021 Quarter Scale Competition Organizing Committee includes officers, First Vice Chair Jared Siglinski, Second Vice Chair Robert Marker, Treasurer Eric Fredrickson, Secretary Amanda Corbin, Rules Chair Chance Coram, Promotions Chair Alex Haight, Past Chair Nick Rizon. And the other committee members are John Andrick, Jonah Bolin, Micah Bolin, Mike Salino, Stephen Corbin, Tom Fredrickson, Alex Gudis, Wyatt Hall, Keith Harmeyer, Michael Holland, Brian Hunick, Sean Landers, Brandon McDonald, Katie McDonald, Josh Medeiros, Ian Radke, Tina Schultz, Gary Seibel, Adam Steen, Jonathan Waits, Joe Wildenberg, Calvin Winkle, Grant Wunderlich. We would also like to thank our on-site volunteers, Keith Gerhart and Zita Holland. In addition, the organizing committee depends on numerous other volunteers to ensure a smooth, fair, and a professionally run competition. We thank them greatly for their efforts. Finally, let's recognize the students, advisors, and guests. Without your efforts, support, and participation, there would be no competition. Next, I would like to introduce Candace Engler, President of ASABE. Candace is online tonight to bring greetings from ASABE headquarters.
Perfect. Let's just share the picture of me. So if we can stop sharing my screen. There we go. So good evening. Can you guys hear me on that end? Good evening. I appreciate the opportunity to join you all, and I'm thankful for the hard work the staff, committee members, and teams that adapted to the circumstances and allowed this event to go forward this year. I'm Candace Engler, the current president of ASABE, and the first ASABE president to have participated in the International Quarter Scale Tractor Competition while I was a student. Like many of you, quarter scale was one of my first ASABE experiences. My freshman year, I was part of Oklahoma State University's X team, Go Pokes, and I moved up to the A team in subsequent years. Since that time, I've had the opportunity to return to the competition as a judge and seen firsthand how the competition has continued to provide a great environment to develop real-world skills that you can utilize throughout your career. After graduating from Oklahoma State, I joined John Deere, and over the course of 15 years held a variety of roles. Each one of those, however, required me to work as part of a team and be able to communicate my ideas and thoughts to my peers. Skills I began developing while in quarter scale and continued as I got involved in additional aspects of ASABE. I'd like each of you to begin considering how ASABE, as a society for engineers and technical professionals working in agricultural and biological systems, can play a key part in your career going forward. There are many additional opportunities focused at meeting the needs of undergraduates, graduate students, and early career, or young professional members as we call them, ranging from scholarships to professional development and career advancement advice. The most critical opportunity I've found to be the professional network I developed by simply getting involved. At one point in my career, I hit a difficult patch. I felt boxed into a position I wasn't enjoying and I was unsure of what to do. Thanks to my membership in ASABE, my network includes friends at companies large and small and various graduate school programs. At the ASABE annual meeting that summer, I discussed my situation with peers and sought advice from those I considered mentors. I returned to work reinvigorated, hopeful for my future. I eventually transitioned into a new role within John Deere's Intelligent Solutions Group. In hindsight, that was a significant milestone in my career that moved me out of an individual product line into systems engineering and software and electronics, areas that have all grown exponentially since with the adoption of precision agriculture. In January 2020, I had the unique opportunity to separate from Deere. I like to joke that I retired really early. This has allowed me to join my dad full-time on our farm, allowing him to ease into retirement. It seems like a risky choice to many, and some days, myself included. I'm honestly not sure what our farm will look like 5 years from now. However, I am confident that with my education, experiences, and network in agricultural and biological engineering developed through my involvement with ASABE over the past 20 years, I am prepared for whatever's next. If you're curious to learn more about my ASABE story and what led me to be here today, I'd encourage each of you to take a look at the presidential address I gave, available at asabe.org/getinvolved. I've spent the past year encouraging ASABE members to simply get involved. You all have taken that first step by being part of this great competition. Now it is up to each of you to decide what's next. What role will ASABE continue to play in your career? I, for one, can't wait to see. Feel free to reach out, Candace Engler at myasabe.org, and follow me for another month or so at #ASABEPresident on social media. So with that, I'm sure you're all as excited as I am to get on with the rest of the program. Again, thanks for having me, and I look forward to seeing you in person next year.
Thank you, Candace, for taking the time to be with us this evening. I would now like to introduce our MC for this evening, Jarrett Siglinski. Jarrett began his involvement with the quarter-scale tractor competition as a student at the University of Illinois and was a member of the 2009 team that went on to be crowned champions with their entry Chiefs Vendetta. After graduating with a BS degree in mechanical engineering, Jarrett began his professional career with Monsanto, serving as a seeds project engineer and then automation engineer. After joining Bayer Crop Science in 2018, he has held positions in various engineering groups and is currently a senior innovation engineer based out of St. Louis, Missouri, where he specializes in rapid prototyping and equipment development. Thank you, Jarrett, for being here. We appreciate your involvement.
I would like to thank Ashley for her kind introduction, and to the Quarter Scale Committee for inviting me to serve as MC tonight. I'd also like to extend my thanks to the organizing committee for all they have done to make this year's event as successful as possible. To begin this evening, we would like to acknowledge the generosity of our sponsors. Without their significant support, this competition would not be possible. We would like to thank them for their commitment to the Quarter Scale Competition and for creating a valuable educational experience for all students, engineers, and technologists involved. We will start with the platinum sponsors who made contributions valued at $8,000 or more. AGCO Corporation, Jackson, Minnesota. In addition to providing financial support, AGCO's Jackson, Minnesota facility provided judges for team presentations and support personnel. We appreciate their generous contributions AGCO Corporation has made to make this event successful. From its inception of the quarter scale competition, BRIGGS and STRATTON has generously supplied Vanguard V-twin engines to each teams entered in the competition. In addition, the company has freely provided technical assistance to teams throughout the year. Briggs and Stratton would like to also take active roles in the organization of this event and makes extraordinary efforts to ensure that all of the teams are operating their peak performance throughout the competition. Campbell Scientific has been instrumental in promoting the use of data acquisition and improvement test methods to the competition. They have spent significant time, effort, in this year to acquire actual polling data for each team in order to enhance the real-world experience to the competition. Case IH has been a strong supporter of the competition since it began. Their representatives have been instrumental on the organization committee with supplying numerous judges and volunteers. Danfoss has returned as a platinum sponsor this year. We appreciate their continued support and look forward to continuing their relationship with us. John Deere & Company has been a fervent supporter of the competition since its very beginning. In addition to their financial contribution, their representatives have been instrumental on the organizing committee and in supplying judges and staff. Kubota has been a financial contributor as well as supplying judges for this year's event. New Holland North America is another charter sponsor of the competition. They have made extraordinary efforts this year to support the competition throughout this year and throughout the weekend. SolidWorks is returning platinum sponsor this year, and we are thrilled to have their involvement. They are generously offered to provide each team member with a copy of their 3D design software to aid teams with their designing of the tractors. Thompson has joined the platinum ranks this year and have provided linear motion components to the competitors. We thank them for their support and look forward to a long relationship. Titan International continues to supply sets of tires for each team, and we are pleased to have their continued involvement. Last but not least, we would like to thank ASABE. Without the Society's strong support and the dedication of the work at headquarters staff, this event would not be possible. And now, our silver sponsors, who have made more contributions valued between $3,000 and $5,499. Kloss has begun again made a generous financial contribution for the competition, and we appreciate their ongoing support. GSI Grain Systems has returned as a sponsor for 2021. We very much appreciate their continued support. MacDon has made a significant financial contribution to the competition, and we thank them for their continued support as well. Lenac has joined the silver sponsored ranks this year for their financial contribution in addition to their in-kind donations of linear actuators. And now for our bronze sponsors, who have made contributions valued between $1,500 and $2,099. IGUS provided parts ahead of time to teams who requested them through their Young Engineer Support Program. We're thankful for their continued involvement. Miller Electric sponsors the competition by providing welding and cutting equipment for teams to use during the competition. We are grateful for their continued support as well. RCI Engineering has provided financial and fabrication support for the durability carts. Finally, we'd like to support and thank our site sponsors who contributed values up to $1,499. AC McCartney Farm Equipment has provided use of a Massey utility tractor for use during this weekend's competition. Caterpillar has provided equipment for competition this year as well. Electric Inc. has provided connectors for teams. Condex has supported the competition with financial contributions. Precision Planting has provided significant logistical support and equipment for both prior to and during this year's competition. S.J. Smith Company has provided equipment in support of this year's competition. Star Equipment has again supported the event by providing the use of a utility vehicle. Vermeer provided parts for the durability cart. And finally, Walls Scales donated calibration support for the competition scales again this year. Thank you for all of our competition sponsors. Each of our sponsors is tremendously important to the continued success of this event. Thanks again to every organization who helped make the 2021 competition possible. And now, on to the awards. First up, team certificates. Iowa State University. Cal Poly State University. Iowa State University. Kansas State University. McGill University. North Carolina State University. North Dakota State University. The Ohio State University. Oklahoma State University. Purdue University. South Dakota State University. Texas A&M University. University of Manitoba. University of Missouri. University of Nebraska. University of Saskatchewan. In 1999, the organizing committee established the Chairman's Award to recognize a volunteer who has gone above and beyond to ensure the success of the competition. The recipient is chosen by the chair and the co-chair of the committee. I would like to invite Peter Horn to tell us about this year's recipient.
Thank you, Jarrett. This year, the co-chair and I have selected our current secretary, Amanda Corbin, for the Chairman's Award. Amanda has joined a legacy of secretaries for the IQS committee that go above and beyond their typical responsibilities. Each year, Amanda does a great job all year, keeping minutes, but also staying on top of scoring and comments while we're here in Peoria. Making what used to be a time-consuming task for all the committee members at night to something that she pretty much handles herself. So she really just makes our life a lot easier, year after year. This year, she also went beyond her typical duties and volunteered to lead the effort on the virtual competition. She spent many hours researching the best platforms, testing functionality in Teams, Microsoft Teams, and helping create a plan to move our static design judging and oral presentations from Peoria to a virtual event. She developed note sheets, determined staffing requirements that proved crucial to keeping the flow going last Monday and Tuesday for our virtual competition. Amanda, on behalf of everyone on the committee, we thank you for your dedication year after year, and especially for the extra effort you put in this year to make the virtual competition such a success. Could you come on up and accept your award? Thank you for everything you do for the IQS committee. I'll turn it back over to Jarrett.
Thank you, Peter. And once again, thank you, Amanda, for everything you do for all of us. And now, the moment everyone has been waiting for, the team awards. We will begin tonight with X-Team Awards. The X-Team competition allows underclassmen a chance to get acquainted with the competition. without the stress of going through a full-blown design and build of a tractor. This year, 3 teams modified their school's 2019 tractor, and in order to compete against other schools in a written design report, oral team presentations, and a tractor pull. Here are the category winners of X-Team competition. X-Team written design report, University of Nebraska. X-Team oral presentation winner, University of Nebraska. X-Team poll winners, Hook 1, South Dakota State University. Hook 2, South Dakota State University. Hook 3, South Dakota State University. And the final and fourth hook, University of Nebraska. And our X-Team overall winners, first place, University of Nebraska. Congratulations to the top X-Team team. We hope to see you return in the future years to compete in the A-Team competition. Now, on to our A-Team competition awards. Thank you to everyone for engaging in the virtual competition this year. I know it's a different type of year, and we greatly appreciate all the time and effort everyone put in. Even though we wish you were here in Peoria this weekend, we think this was a pretty great replacement. The Manufacturability Award is given to the team that has shown the highest regard for ease of manufacturing. Judging for this award is conducted by a panel of manufacturing engineers and design engineers who assess each entry for cost, ease, and efficiency of manufacturing and assembly that the design utilizes. The winner will receive a $200 check. The winner this year for manufacturability is University of Manitoba. The Serviceability Award is judged by a panel of service reps, technical specialists, and design engineers. The award is given to the entry that demonstrates the most comprehensive design for maintenance of the machine. This winner will receive a $200 check. The winner is University of Manitoba. The Test and Development Award goes to the team that has utilized the most comprehensive testing and development program in the production of their tractor. Their winner will receive a $200 check. This year's winner is University of Manitoba. 2 of our awards specifically reward concern for the customer and the operators. The first award is the Safety Award. It recognizes the design which shows superior concern for the user safety. This award is judged by a panel of safety engineers who felt this team demonstrated the most thorough and innovative design approach. The winner will receive a $200 check. This year's safety award goes to University of Nebraska. The second award pertaining to the customer is for customer comfort, the Ergonomics Award. It is judged by a panel of technical specialists, manufacturing engineers, and design engineers. The award is given to the entry that demonstrates the most attention to operator comfort, controls positioning, and operating canopy to improve operator efficiency and reduce operator fatigue. The winner will also receive a $200 check, and the winner is Iowa State University. Defensive Design is a new award established this year to replace the Sound Award. This award is presented to the team that has demonstrated the greatest ability to justify and defend the design decisions that have made throughout the development process. The winner will receive a $200 check. The winner is McGill University. The team presentation winners have been determined by the judges to have been the most effective in promoting their design and have demonstrated the most professional project development program. Judging of the team presentations takes into account the entire process of the design, from the planning stages through the design details and test program. Even though we were not in Peoria together, the judges enjoyed hearing about your decisions and your designs. Team presentation, third place, Iowa State University. Team presentation, second place, University of Nebraska. And the 2021 team presentation winner is University of Manitoba. The following teams are the written design report winners. These teams have demonstrated through their written work the most professional development program with special emphasis on technical merit. The written design report judging takes into account the entire design process, with special consideration given to the areas such as design analysis, cost effectiveness, testing, and planning. Written design report, third place, University of Saskatchewan. Written design report, second place, University of Nebraska. And the 2021 written design report winner is University of Manitoba. And now on to the performance awards. The following awards are for the winners of the individual hooks and the tractor pulls that took place this weekend. First hook, tractor pull winner, University of Missouri. Second hook, tractor pull winner, University of Missouri. Third hook, tractor pull winner, University of Missouri. And the fourth and final hook went to University of Missouri. As you guessed, the 2021 tractor pull winner is the Torkin Tigers at the University of Missouri. The Maneuverability Award, it's one thing to design a powerful and sleek vehicle, but quite another to make that finely engineered machine handle with ease. This year's Maneuverability Award goes to South Dakota State University. The durability event was instituted in 2015 to encourage teams to focus on the machine's reliability and tractor performance in off-road environments. The winner of this year's Durability Award is University of Missouri. The following teams are the overall points champions. These teams have demonstrated outstanding competency across all areas of the virtual competition. The balanced approach of their development programs has resulted in designs that not only are technically superior, but are proven performers as well. I am confident that through the extraordinary efforts of the individual students, their advisors, and their supporters, this group of young professionals have taken good designs and transformed them into champions. Here are your top 5 finishers. Overall competition, third place. Third place winner receives a plaque and a $900 check in prize money. The winner is Iowa State University. Overall competition, second place. The second place winner receives a plaque and $1,200 in prize money. The winner is University of Nebraska. Overall competition champion. Our 2021 competition winner will return home with the Weinert Detra Traveling Trophy, a plaque, and a check for $1,500. Your 2021 International Quarter Scale Tractor Student Design Competition champion is University of Manitoba. Congratulations to this year's winners and to all of you who participated in this year's competition. Remember that the greatest reward of all is the experience you have gained throughout this whole process. You will enjoy a return on your investment for the years to come. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, in next year's competition, and in your careers. Thank you once again to our sponsors and organizers for your invaluable contributions that have made this week's event possible. One last little bit of housekeeping. Your pool data, design report, and design judging comments and preliminary score sheets will be shared back to you via the Google Drive to the email that you shared your report with. Please email asabe.iqs@gmail.com if you did not receive this information. Remember, there will be a wrap session on Wednesday, June 3rd at 6 p.m. Central Time. The meeting link has been shared to the team captain and advisors. Please plan to attend, as we'd like to hear your feedback and comments on this year's competition. Good night, and we hope to see everyone next year in 2022. Thank you.